Good morning, beautiful souls, or good afternoon, or whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Okay, so with these morning sessions, I have no idea what it is that I'm going to share until I come out here into my office. Good morning! And I start my morning workout and I tune in and I start to move, and then all of this information and all these downloads flow through me. Good morning, beautiful souls. So this morning I wanted to share a bit of a release practice. I'm really feeling the topic and the focus around being a sensitive soul and feeling into the collective energy of what is going on in the world at the moment, and just feeling into that collective fear and feeling into all the fragmented energy of all of the stuff that's going on that everyone's feeling at the moment, and just sharing with you a practice of how to deal with that. If you're feeling called to learn more about this, my podcast episode coming out tomorrow, Friday morning, Australian Melbourne time, it'll be up at 7 a.m, is going to be around how I personally experience being a sensitive soul, being a highly sensitive person, being an empath, and how I've spent the last few years and my whole life really trying to figure out how to support myself in the best way possible, and how to see my sensitivities as my superpower in the world, and how to get the most out of them in my everyday life, and how to find balance and ground into them so that I feel good about it instead of scared and fearful and overwhelmed with those sensitivities. I also have a women's circle on this Friday night, which now, instead of being in person, is virtual. So it's online. It's going to be a beautiful small group of women. There's still a couple of tickets left if you want to head to the link in my bio at Steph Demetrius on Instagram, or you can head to my website, stephdemetrius.com. But what I want to do with you now is I want to sink into a practice, and I've just had some beautiful things come through with how we're going to do that. So at the moment, last night I was feeling really good up until sort of yesterday evening, and then we had some stuff going on that created a bit of stress, and I really felt it, like it hit me like a ton of bricks, way heavier than it normally would, just because of everything else that's going on. And being in this world at this time, there's so much going on, so I feel like our emotions are heightened, our responses and reactions are more extreme than they normally would be, just because of what is going on and the unknown in the world at the moment. But I want to give one little perspective, is that life is already unknown. Every day is unknown. It's just put under the microscope in a situation like this, and we feel like it's so unknown because we feel out of control. We're being told to physically isolate and stay home. We're being told to, do all different things that we're not used to doing in our world. So we feel like we lose control, and we feel like the world then is so unknown. But in our everyday life, it is actually already unknown. We don't know what is going to happen in the next moment. We don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. So I feel like that just gives us a different perspective on life as it is anyway. We feel like we have this control over our life, and we feel like we have control over what is happening, but we actually don't have that control. And that can feel scary. It can feel even scarier when our perceived controls are taken away from us. So what I want us to do this morning is I want us to feel into anything that is feeling heavy and resistive right now within our bodies. I want us to feel into any blocked emotions, any blocked energy that we are holding on to right now. One of the ways that I know that I have that within my body and within my energy field is that I feel it. I feel it physically. I feel heavy. I feel anxious. I feel quick to react to situations. I also have crazy ass dreams, and last night I was having some serious crazy dreams that I was in a different home setting, but in my dream I was having these dreams that my home was being invaded. People were standing outside the window, judging and wanting to get in. People were walking into my space and just completely disrupting my little haven and my grounded home space on this earth. And it was one of those dreams that it really felt scary. When I woke up in the middle of the night, I felt like it was actually happening, which is how powerful our mind is. Our mind doesn't know the difference between what's happening in reality and what's happening in our mind. So that was just a note for me to just go, okay, I've got some stuff I need to process, and that often comes up in dreams. If I'm not processing stuff during the day, if I'm letting things build up, I sometimes feel that in my dreams. My dreams go out of control, and they just give me a little knock and say, hey, there's some stuff you need to process. So let's get into that now. So if you're somewhere safe and you're not driving or you're not somewhere where you need to have your eyes open, I want you to close your eyes and just start to take some nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And starting to slow down your body. Slow down your breathing. And as you're slowing your breathing, I want you to start to feel into your physical body. Feel where you might feel some resistance right now. Really tune inwards. And if you're able to close your eyes, that just takes away your visual awareness so you can go inward and you can feel more into your physical landscape and feel what is going on in there. Bring yourself into your body. Our body is such a powerful tool for the healing of our souls. So allowing yourself to come inwards and allowing yourself to feel where you feel resistance, and then popping your hand on that area where you're feeling that resistance or that heaviness or the sensations at the moment in your body. And if your mind comes in and tries to pull you away with thoughts or distractions or plans or fears, just watch them. Start to become the observer of your thoughts and watch them float on past, just like clouds in the sky. And just see them continue on past. And then allow yourself to come back to the sensation in your body as you feel it and really focus on it. Imagine you can look at it. Is there a colour you can see? Is there a shape? Is there any other information you are aware of when you look into that space and when you feel into that space within your physical body? And feel free, if you're on live on Instagram with me right now, feel free to share any of this in the comments below. It can be really handy, or just say it out loud to yourself. It can be really helpful to get it out of your mind and out of your body. Just allow yourself to feel into the sensation in your physical body. And even if that feeling, your mind may be judging as uncomfortable, or a feeling that doesn't feel really good, maybe your sensation in your resistance is shifting and moving on your body, just move your hand to wherever it's moving to. But coming back to, if your mind is judging it as uncomfortable or something you don't want to feel, just watch those thoughts and come back into your physical body. Take your mind out of the story and watch the story float past and come back to the feeling in your body. And feel the physical embodiment. And when we feel that physical embodiment and we give it all of our focus, it starts to shift. Sometimes it might intensify before it starts to shift and move and break up. But as we focus on that energy, it will start to shift. And as it shifts, and as you start to feel relief, that actually takes a story out of our mind with it and it releases. So allowing yourself to fully focus on the physical sensation, trusting that that is one of the best ways to heal what is in your body right now, what is feeling physically resistive, where that sensation is, continuing to focus on the location of it in your physical body. Continuing to focus on your nice slow breath. allowing yourself to breathe nice and slowly on the inhale. Pause for a moment and then slowing that exhale down, and make that exhale as long as you can. It's a beautiful way to calm our body down. It signifies to our nervous system that we are safe when we breathe slowly, and you can feel your body calm down and slow down. And then that also allows us to feel the emotions and the blocked energy from a safe space, and it makes it easier to feel and heal and release. So continuing to follow that resistance around your body. If it's moving, if it's staying in the one spot, just continue to focus on it there, breathe. And if your thoughts are taking you away, come back. Just watch the thoughts as the observer, watch them float away and come back into your physical body. Using your physical body as an anchor and as a beautiful tool to get to know what's happening in your emotional arena, in your energetic arena. Because emotions and energy can be felt through the physical body, which is such an incredible tool, and it's such an amazing thing too that I am super grateful for as a soul having a human experience. I'm so grateful for my physical body that talks to me consistently and consciously about what's happening in my physical, my mental and my emotional arenas. So I'm going to start on the second part of my practice. After I felt my emotions and our energy and released them, at the moment I've been sinking into some gratitude, and I want to share some little stories with you now, and maybe that will share some reflections of your own world at the moment. So if you are still feeling emotions or energy blocked in your physical body, continue to feel it, or maybe at the end of this video come back when it goes live. It'll be up for 24 hours. And just continually go over and over the process where we're feeling as many times as you need. Hey gorgeous Lauren, how you doing, beautiful? So I wanted to share some things that I'm super grateful for in this world. I actually heard this story the day before yesterday about this mother and this son in China. And because people are not going out at the moment, they are having to self-isolate and physically isolate and stay inside. The pollution levels have dramatically dropped over there, and I heard this story that just made me want to cry because it's so beautiful. This mother got to take her little child out, who I think was maybe 3 or 4 years old, and see a clear blue sky for the very first time in his entire life. It gives me goosebumps, like when you think about what is happening in the world and the fear and the fear that is going on at the moment, and everything that is pulling people into such a negative space, which I totally understand, and we need to honour that and feel it, which is why I start these sessions with the feeling process of whatever is going on for you right now, wherever you are in your healing journey, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in your life, wherever you are in your current circumstances with what's happening in the landscape in the world. That's my alarm, sorry. Allowing yourself then to sink into gratitude. And I just thought that was such a beautiful story. Like with all of the devastation that's happening in this world, there is always a silver lining. And if we can find that silver lining, focus on that, it allows us to sink into oxytocin. And oxytocin is the love hormone. And it feels amazing. So I want you to try and find something in your life that you are grateful for at the moment. Another thing that I'm super grateful for at the moment is having my kids at home, and thank you to all the teachers out there. I am not made to be a teacher. I'm so eternally grateful for everything that you do and everything you're doing at the moment. So this is today is day 4 of homeschooling. We're coming up with a schedule, and you're welcome, beautiful. I'm so glad it's been a beautiful start to your day. I'm showing up every morning for you guys, and please come along and join me every morning, 6:45 a.m. Melbourne time. I want to share one little story with you. So homeschooling at the moment, I got my son, who's 6.5 years old, yesterday. I got all my kids down at the table. My little one was in bed, and I got my daughter, who's 4.5 years old. She found her favourite book, and she got a notebook out, and she was practicing her writing by writing her story into her notebook. And then my son, I said, all right, I want you to come up with a story. I want you to create a story. And the things that they're learning in school at this age blows my mind. He's like, I'm going to come up with a story with a cliffhanger. And I was like, that's awesome. I didn't even know he knew what a cliffhanger was. So he wrote this story while I was doing stuff in the kitchen and around the house. And he sat down and he wrote this story. He's like, Mum, I don't want you to look at it. I want to show you at the end. So he wrote this story that was a couple of pages long. And he had this cliffhanger at the end. And then he'd written dun dun dun. And he'd written an actual cliffhanger. He left part of the story unknown. And I read it and I was like, I really want to know what happens next. So today I'm going to get him to write the next chapter. So he's writing his own little book and I get to witness that. Normally he does this sort of thing at school, so I get to watch him enjoy creativity. I get to watch his mind tick and create this scenario that he's writing a story about. And he's infusing our life into it. We went for a big bushwalk yesterday, so he infused us going for a walk. And then there's like aliens taking over his computer when we came home. And it was just, the creativity in his mind and in the kids' minds is incredible. So I'm so grateful to be able to witness that. It just was this moment where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful to be at home with them and to have the kids at home at the moment, because I get to watch these special moments that, you know, normally I wouldn't see this often. So moments like this where he's normally doing this sort of stuff at school, it's so beautiful to be able to see that. And there are definitely tough times, I'm not going to lie. Just before nap time yesterday, I'd been up since 5:30, yesterday at about 1:30, 2 o'clock. I sat myself down in the kitchen, I was hugging my knees, I had my headphones on because I felt so overstimulated and I was just breathing. And I just said to the kids, Mummy needs some time out, you just need to go and play. I was just letting my little 1-year-old walk and play around me, climb over me, and I ended up lying down outside in the sunshine, my feet on the grass. The big kids went off and played in the backyard, were running around and climbing all over the equipment and, you know, on the trampoline. And I just said, Mummy just needs some time, just don't ask me questions, give me like 10 minutes. And I just needed to lie there and feel, because I was feeling so overwhelmed by doing all the normal things I've got to do in every day, doing all the things that I really want to do with you guys and sharing stuff and creating content, things like that. And then also having a homeschool now. We have come up with a structure for the day which makes all the difference in the world. So if you're homeschooling at the moment, just make some sort of loose structure if you're struggling, because it really helped me. But I did feel completely overwhelmed, and we still have nap time in our house. If the big kids don't want to nap, they go in their room and they read a book for like half an hour, an hour. It's just something that we've always done, and I really want to continue doing that because I really like to have them focus on having some downtime every day, having some time to chill out, having some alone time and being okay with that. So I had my nap yesterday, woke up a completely refreshed mum. So do what you need to do. I think we'll be watching movies today, having a more chilled out day again, getting out in nature. Do what you need to do to cope and get through the day. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me this morning. It's lovely to see a few faces on here, and I really look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning. No doubt I will be popping back in here throughout the day, and I'll be sharing with you whatever I can to help support you and share my journey with you. If you are feeling called to learn more about being a sensitive human being, an empath, a highly sensitive person, come and join me tomorrow night, Melbourne, Australia time, 7 till 9 p.m. for 2 hours. We are going to be in our homes. I will be leading my Intuitive Women's Circle virtually, which I'm so excited about, which means you can join in from wherever you are in the world. So come and join in tomorrow night if you're feeling called. All you need is a space, whether it's a room, you just need a computer, a phone, a tablet, something you can download the Zoom app on, a pair of headphones if you've got them. If not, you don't need headphones, that's fine. And that's it. Bring your journal, bring your water bottle, crystals, oracle cards, whatever you're called to bring, and just bring yourself. And yeah, I'm going to be sharing some beautiful practices with you. We're going to be sinking into our intuition and receiving intuitive guidance within the 2 hours. So you'll receive some sort of intuitive guidance, and yeah, receive some answers on things that you are stuck with in life at the moment, or just simply thanking the universe for some guidance for your highest good. Or maybe you really want to learn how to tune into your intuition and you want some guidance on how to do that for you. It's such an individual journey. And that's what the focuses of these Intuitive Women's Circles are. It's to help you tune back in, to clear away all the noise and to sink back into your soul space and receive that guidance. So I'm going to leave it here. Have a beautiful day. I love you guys so much. And yeah, take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe.